Yes, huge welcome to our guest this week, the Glen's Vodka Championship Manager of the month for August, Simo Valakari, my man. You look great, mate.
You too, by the way.
Imagine me and you in person, mate.
I know. By the way, I said, when I walk here, I said to Aidan that, I like your style,
Thank you.
We should go shopping together, babe.
100%.
Yes.
Holding hands.
Yes, exactly.
I love what. So, what's the look? Is it a rock star? Is it the earrings? The ring? Where does it all come from? What's the inspiration?
I don't know. It started, when I was a young boy. I think it was nice, and now I have had it so long, I can't take them out. But yeah, I have to say, I like, beautiful things. I like, rings, earrings, nice clothes, things like that. So, yeah.
You're in good nick as well, mate. Do you still join in training?
Unfortunately, not football, but I do train every day because gym. I do kind of, CrossFit type of training, and you need to be fit because it's so demanding, what we're doing, and that training I try to train by myself, alone. This is kind of, my time, so then it's just me, my body, my thinking, pushing my body to the limits. I'm not thinking how we're gonna defend, how we're gonna attack the next opponent. I'm just, let my body, regroup, and then I'm a better person when I train, because
good for your head.
I think clearer.
Well, we want to get to know you as a man before we get to football. So we did a thing on the podcast, pet peeves. So things that annoy you in life. Perth's one of mine. I don't know if you've seen. I'm only joking, I love Perth. I'm actually from Dundee, used to come to Perth all the time.
Yeah. So, but I said it, you need to come here, So,
yeah, I'll come through for a day with you.
Yes.
We'll go for some food.
Yes,
nightclub.
we do that, yeah.
I'll stay at your house.
You're more than welcome.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So anything in life that annoys you? Mine's is just now, the average speed camera is from Stirling to Perth. Why?
Maybe, it's, I'm so environmental as well, I only use bike here, I'm not using the car.
What, you cycle everywhere?
I cycle everywhere, and the one thing why I'm not, using the car, club took my car away, and they have not given me back yet, so...
Until you get promoted?
4 weeks now, 4 weeks.
When you got relegated, give us a car,
exactly.
you get back up, the car comes
you
back.
need to, give something back, so they took my car, so... But annoying me in life, actually... I don't have a lot, but I have everything. I have a beautiful family, beautiful boys, I'm healthy, I can work out, I work in a football, what I like, what I love, and but of course there's a days, some things, annoying me, and maybe the most thing what's annoying me, I don't know if it's too much to say, but people who are lying, that's kind of, because I'm a very simple, I try to always, to talk, the truth, even it hurts sometimes, but some people, but that's the way of how the life goes as well, sometimes you need to lie to get, some next step, but...
What about in football, like modern day football, from when you started football to now, is there anything in modern day football that annoys you?
Not that, actually, again, maybe you can say I'm a very positive person, but I could not play.
Today?
My team, no, I could not play.
Why?
I could not. I could not do the things what I asked my players to do.
In terms of what?
Playing with the ball. I was able to run. I get my body fit. I was kicking the people. But how I want our players, to be brave with the ball, play the ball forward. To be honest, I never ever in my career played the ball forward, I always, side foot, very safe, not making the mistakes. Now I'm asking my players, go and express yourself.
So where did that come from? Where did that idea of football come from if that wasn't used?
Because I was thinking all the time, because watching, these players who were able to express themselves, and I was thinking, because I was not the talented, with the ball, but I was thinking, if given the encouragement, if given, this kind of confidence, I think every player can do it, and we see it. Yes, I have a very, very good football players, but then you give them, this courage that go and play. Mistakes, they can happen as long we have this intention together to do these things, then mistakes happening. So I think everyone, you started the football, I started the football, we want to play with the ball, so let's have a ball as much as possible, because we love the ball.
Yeah, one of my biggest gripes in life and in football in Scotland is people saying Scottish football players aren't good enough to pass the ball and play. Load of nonsense, innit?
Nonsense, absolutely nonsense.
Agreement.
Yes, this is a specific country, and it's a specific how difficult it is play here. You need to be actually very good player to play in this league.
I agree, because it's so fast.
Yeah, so fast, so intensive, so aggressive. Crowd crowd is at you. You need to be very, very good player to play here, and that's why big respect for these players.
Brilliant. We're going to come to football in a minute, but just quickly, food. So obviously you're a man of culture with your look, your music. What about your food? If you've got a dream 3 courses, starter, main course, dessert, what would it be?
Caesar salad from fresh food, good olive oil. Sorry, not Caesar, Greek salad.
Right. Greek, so is that feta cheese?
Feta cheese, tomatoes, good olive oil.
Beautiful.
Then grilled white fish, could be sea bass or something, with nice fresh vegetables. And then as a dessert, I would take some nice dessert wine.
Some dessert wine?
Yeah.
Red or white?
Red.
Red wine.
Yeah.
Preferred Malbec, Merlot? You don't know?
Any good wine. And it needs to be nice, beautiful glass as well, because that makes a difference. That you can, you go drink nice beer when it's a nice pint, you enjoy it more. So it's again, how things look is very important.
And last thing, your favourite Scottish food? Anything?
Should I say, haggis?
I like haggis, yeah.
I do.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, on to the football, mate. Congratulations on your award. Sit top of the table, 8 points clear. What have you been most delighted with so far this season?
Since first day we started our pre-season, we set out our values. We set out what kind of team we want to look, what kind of team we want to be. And I think most of the time we have looked like we wanted to look. And how we wanted to look was that we are a positive team. We are a team that every individual put the team effort. We wanted to be a team who can attack scoring goals, but at the same time we wanted to be a team hard to play against. And I think so far we have been doing that. Results, of course, it's only medicine or currency in this business. Results. I could say we have done a lot of good things. We play nice football. You saw it last year. We did play some good football, but we did not get the results. So for me, it's pointless. Now we have been playing very, very good football and we are getting results. Now I can say, we're doing good and good things. And that's why I've been most pleased that the players, they concentrate on the performances, they concentrate in taking every game like a blank canvas. We need to do it again our way. And then of course, as we saw Tuesday night when we played A3 back home, second half, A3 put us a lot of under pressure. They put us defending. It was not like we planned to play or we wanted to play, but that was because the opponent, they put us there, and boys survived that, and we got the 3 points. So I'm been very, very pleased of our behaviors, how we have behaved in a certain moments. When we are winning, when we are losing, when we are suffering, there has been standard plus kind of recognizable patterns what we try to do it. So I've been very pleased with that.
Amazing. Because last year I actually enjoyed how you played. That's how I see football, but you played out all the time. It was always start from the back. But then we played in pre-season, East Kilbride, first game, and you mixed it up. You played out, but you also went more direct. Was that something that you looked at in the summer and thought we need to maybe mix it up in certain games?
Yeah, definitely. And that was kind of, to be more pragmatic or be, not the pragmatic, be more versatile how to play it. And as I said, the result is only currency. And it's a good example when we played against you. For that moment, I was thinking that you guys, you play better with the ball what we do it. Your build-up is more strong than what we have it. But it was cup game, real game. We needed to win that game. So we knew it. We have the power, go behind your defenders. We have the power, go more vertical. We need to win this game. Let's do that. So it was kind of, as always, you do everything for the win. So it was not like, okay, I try to compete with you with that build-up. No, we could have not done that moment. So we need to go more vertical, more with the power, knowing that you expand yourself, you are open.
Don't tell everyone. Don't tell everyone.
we needed to do that. And then I was talking with your manager after the match. I said, I really, really love what you do it, but I needed to do this to win this match.
So see, on that, how much was your recruitment based on that fact that you were going to mix it up a wee bit in the summer? Did you need to bring players in, who could play but could also go in behind and be quick?
Yes, definitely. And first of all, it was a characters, because it's not an easy league. It's not easy position to be that you want to go for a promotion, because then it brings this pressure that every game you need to win. There is no like, okay, I win this game, then I can be 2 or 3 games playing okay. No, every game, every moment, you need to be closest your best. So we needed the strong characters who will come here, who are ready, put themselves out of their comfort zone and to come and express them, how we want to play it. Plus, we needed this versatility with our players, that we have this option that when we need to go behind, when we need to be more vertical, when we need to be strong in the second balls, that we have these persons in our teams as well.
And then obviously people are so kind of obsessed with recruitment now and how much a manager's got to do with recruitment. So how much did you take to do with identifying the players and then trying to get the players in?
I think as it has been in our club, and I think, for me, it's the best way to do it. I always have the final saying, which player will come in. But I see myself not that much as a manager. I see myself as a head coach. It's very important that I'm hands-on on the training field and putting my effort and time with the players on the training field. That's why I have been very, very happy how Gus, our sport director, NATO directors, how they work. They kind of identified these players for me that this is good. And of course, I followed last year, some championship, but I didn't have that experience as Gus had it, many years of the championship. Yeah. And it was so important. He brought his experience, his knowledge of the league, knowledge of these different players, and said, this player will be good for us, this player. And then I talked with the players, and then I made it a decision. But to do it all alone, I could not do it. And myself doing this all alone, we would not be in this position, So
it's a team effort.
It's a team effort. Everything is a team effort.
And when you go to meet players, new players, do you go on your bike?
Yeah, I go.
I go on your bike?
I go. And the players, then what's this place now?
Really? Do you go meet players on your bike?
No. Because that's the thing here in Scotland. No one lives in here locally. Everyone lives, somewhere, and I can't understand that. It's not best for you. Every day you need to drive an hour and a half back to Glasgow. Okay, I understand Glasgow, beautiful city. Edinburgh, beautiful city. Dundee, I don't know about that. But yeah.
On the coaching side, you spoke about that you like being on the coaching side. Your son's also part of the coaching staff. Was he with you before he came here?
Yeah, no. He was ex-player. I coached him. He was a goalkeeper. I coached him, and very early age he said, I'm not gonna be a footballer. I want to be a coach, and he's doing his own path. And when I got this job, I was thinking, this is the now right moment that we could work together. And there was a couple of things. Yes. Of course, in this business, you need someone who you
trust.
Is behind your back. Whatever happens, he's there. Plus, as I always say, I don't have this. I'm very, very ruthless as well. He's not here because he's my boy. He's here because he brings something for the team that makes us better. I want to win. I want to be successful. So I can't have passengers in my team or in my staff. I need someone to bring something, whatever it is, but they need to bring something that we are a better team and give us better chance to be successful.
Again, and if you could just talk us through kind of the role of a modern day head coach. Do you take every part of training, or do you delegate to your staff to take certain parts and you maybe take the team shape on a Friday?
It was, we're planning everything together, but it's so important with the staff, and I enjoyed so much this year as well, because we talk same football language. We see the game same way with my staff now. I have Jordi who I brought in now, Catalonian boy who I brought in. We talk the football same way now. So I have this trust. Even, yes, I said I'm head coach, I want to be on the field, but there's a lot of things you need to take care of, outside the training. So I have a 100% trust that when I leave my coaches to talk the football, talking about the training, planning the training, watching the videos, doing some things, they think the same way as I am doing. And yes, it's again, I see myself as a young coach who I need to learn, I need to improve myself. And before I was so hands-on with everything. I wanted to take it, every training session because I was thinking, okay, I need to be there. It's only me who can do it. But now I understand. I have this stuff. They do in the trainings. Yes, I still take, the many parts of the trainings. But actually, I'm a better coach now because I can look a little bit, outside in.
Yeah.
I don't need to take care how the exercise go, how it's the work, but I can really, concentrate, the coaching points when I see something, and stop the training, step in and do that. And I've really enjoyed, and I'm learning from my coaching staff, and I hope they learn something from me, But again, no one can do this alone. The days are gone that you can do everything. Yeah. You need to share, and otherwise, no point to waste the time for the staff, or money for the staff or something if someone can do it alone. But you can't. If you want to be high performance, environment, you need a staff who talks the same language and pushes.
It's always the same message being pushed, regardless who it's from. Yeah.
Hey, you're a player.
Yeah.
Players always look excuses.
Yeah.
Always look excuses. And the little things, you're in a team meeting and you see the head coach is talking. They look. Even, they look a little bit, how the other coaches are there. Will they prove the message, or they are like something? They
feed off that.
The players, they only want to hear what they want to hear,
Yeah,
so let's say I'm not playing, and the head coach is talking here. I look a little bit, he proved I should play, so I'm not listening. He's wrong, this head coach. I would rather listen, this guy. Yeah. And then comes this mixed message, and it's not fair for the players. And then when it happens, we are not the best what we could be, because everyone is taking not even that much, but a little bit that way, not that everyone is pushing, the same way.
Amazing. You're quite cool, charismatic guy, but can you go mad as well? Have you had to go mad since you've been at St Johnstone?
I think I feel very mellow.
Can you think a manager can still do that with players? Can you still go mad?
Yeah, I think. But the thing is, it's all about the environment. It's all about the cultures. As we want to be ourselves. It's the same with the players. It's the same with me. I have done many mistakes on my time here, but at the same time, I need to own my mistakes and show it that I didn't know. I need to be brave enough, put my ego out, and ask from my staff or players. I don't know the answer for this. Let's work this answer together. And when players see this, they understand it's okay. But the biggest thing, what you need to be yourself. You cannot fake it. If you are angry, you need to let it go.
Yeah.
If you're happy, you need to show it. If you are sad, you show it. And as I always say, and actually I was reading this, and this was very good, and I was just talking, one of my players, that's why I was late a little bit to come here, sorry about this. Right. A player who has not been playing lately. And I said, it's okay to feel angry, it's okay to feel disappointed, it's okay to feel frustrated, because emotions, they are totally normal. But behavior, not all the behavior, it's not right. So you cannot show it this in your body language. You cannot show it that, it's okay to be frustrated. I said it, angry, this and this, but still your behavior, that you give everything for the team, you train as well as possible. That needs to be right. It's okay to be angry. And then when we can create this kind of culture, it's okay, to show it, how you feel. And football is all about the emotion. Football is how you feel it. You need to smell it, and you need to let it go when it's time to go. Can these nowadays players, can they take it? I think these nowadays players, or now modern players, they are not stupid. If they see that this guy can help me to be a better footballer, they are open for everything. Because it's a short career. You need to make most money, but you can make it, this short career. So if they can feel it, these coaches, this club can help me, then they are ready to accept this criticism or this, what's that, hair dryer, treatment. If they believe
definitely got a hair dryer on that.
But I should, don't start with my hair, I'm in the middle of, grooming process, So if they see it and feel it, they are here to help me, then they can accept it.
Amazing. There's only one emotion you need to hide. Horny. Can't show that. Still show that? Players? Amazing. I just want to talk about your managerial pathway. What age did you know you wanted to be a coach or a manager?
Actually, that happened very late. I was still playing when I was 37, and that day I was still thinking, I'm never going to be a coach. I'm never going to be a manager. I can't see. They come first in the morning, they leave, you know, the last in the people, and come on, when I'm done with the football, I'm done totally. But then I was playing back in Finland, you know, I still had one year of contract in one Finnish club, and I got badly injured by knee. I could not recover anymore. Doctor said to me, hey Simo, now you're 38, you have children, if you still want to walk, stop playing now. And still I remember when I said to him, no, I still try to get back. But I tried 1 month to get it right, but it was not right. Then they offered me, okay, you still have one more year. Go and, you know, coach our reserve team and see, because we need a coach there. Go and see, you know, if you like it. And I said, okay, I go. I went first training. I was second training, third training. I fell in love in coaching because I was thinking, could I be this? That I could tell these young players, that they would not need to go through all the mistakes what I did it in my career. Yeah. Could I be that person who could help them? And that moment I fell in love in coaching, and still loving it. So that was kind of, you know, my path. It was not when I finished the play I will become a coach. No. I never thought about it. But then I tried. I like it, and now I'm. Yeah. And
see, when you first started, how did you know what drills to? Did you know how you seen a team, how you wanted your team to play?
No.
Did you just learn that through coaching?
Yeah. And when you started, you know, as a player, you coach how you coach. You almost took those drills what you enjoyed as a player. Yeah. And I have to say, for all my coaches, if I could move back in time and go say, I'm very, very sorry. Now I know how difficult it is, because when you're a player, you see everything through yourself, and you think about the training, and you go after training. I remember how many times I went home. I said, you know, how shit training. How difficult it is to do, you know, make a good training. But now I understand. Wow, it's not easy, because you have a team you need to look after, you know, and individuals inside the team environment you need to look after, and that's why I'm so fascinated of this job, because it's so difficult, and it's so, you work with the human beings, you know, emotions and relationship, and then you have football things. So kind of you learn it, and some things what I saw how I think football was working, you know, the tactical part, I didn't have as a player. You kind of feel by yourself what you need to do. Yeah. But then when you need to try to explain it for the players, I didn't have a clue. And but again, it's the same as I'm talking with our players now, that be open, be humble enough, you know, to learn new things, throw yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's kind of I did it with my coaching path as well. And but how I saw the game there and how I see the game now, it's almost totally different.
What about managerial influences? Whose managers that you had in your playing career that when you look back you think he was very good?
I have had a lot of, you know, things. Alex McLeish, he signed me for the Motherwell.
Yeah.
He signed for what a player. He was still a young manager by that time. He just came out of his playing careers, and I remember he was still playing with us, you know, every Friday. And I remember to be young player, foreign player, and as a Friday, mostly you play this five-a-side game, and losing team or worst player, you need to bring, you know, the cake for the next week. I didn't want to be his team, because if he didn't win, he hammered everyone as a player, you know. But he was very, very good with players. Jim Smith signed me for Derby.
Again, nuts, Jim Smith.
Oh, yeah. Big character, very, very good with the human beings. And one thing I learned from him was that I remember after one game he hammered me so badly Saturday, and still Monday I was going back and I saw he was in his office, and I was thinking he will continue this.
Forgot about it.
But not even mentioned back, coming as warm as you can be, new week, new start, here we go again. So that's kind of, you know, don't hang these grudges, you know, it's important, you know. Yes, you give the feedback, then it's done, let's move forward.
So that's a good question. That's a good link to my next question, because I've interviewed quite a lot of managers on here. Some like to stay away from their players. So like Ange Postecoglou, for example, he doesn't have a friendship, doesn't have a relationship with players. And then other managers think that's a massive part, like a Derek McInnes, who thinks being quite close to your players is such an important thing. Like, what's your take on relationship with you and the players?
Yeah, I really come back, I come back a little bit that I said you need to be yourself. What works for you, and you feel you can give, you are the best. And it can be you are close or something. I need to be close with my players. Sometimes I like to go and sit in the locker room with them, just sit there and feel it how it is, and maybe a little bit, missing my playing career, the smell, yeah. But for me, it works that I'm close to them and I feel them and smell them almost how they are. So I can't say right or wrong way, but that's how I think works best for me.
So going back to when you first joined the club, it was obviously sat bottom of the league. Can you talk us through kind of the process? When were you contacted? How did that process unveil after that?
I have to be, since I started to be a coach and I started to understand that I would like to be a coach, it was almost my dream to come back to Scotland. And of course, watching back from outside the UK, you start understanding how difficult it is to get in here, because it's a very traditional football country. You have very, very good coaches here. It's a kind of, as everywhere, it's a small circles, how difficult it is to get here and to get this chance to come here. And again, it was, as it's life, it's football, it's a little bit timing. My time, I have a very good job in Latvia, the best team in Latvia. We were fighting for the championship, just losing out. And they play they play this summer season, so they play from March till October. So the season was finishing there. We were second, could not win anymore, there. And then my agent said, okay, there's a maybe possibility St Johnstone, they will look at a new manager that would be interesting. I said, definitely put the CV in, and we did it, and I got the chance to have an interview with the owners and directors, and from there it kind of all started. And as I said I'm very, very happy to be here.
Because you've been linked to the Motherwell job a couple of times. Were you ever close to getting that?
I was there. I was in a Final Four a couple of times, but that time the timing was not right. I was not maybe 100% as experienced as now. Plus, with my old team, we were fighting to get the European group stage, fighting for the championship. The timing was right. Not even the old team would have let me go there, even if Motherwell would have chosen me. Timing was right now. I was free to come, and then to get this opportunity to come here. Difficult position where we come. I didn't felt it that moment when I came. It was that difficult we were there. But as I said I came October. I had enough time to turn the things around, to give us, the chance to survive. I did not do it. I said it after the season that I'm most disappointed by myself. I had enough time. Even I came, this and this. I had a January window, but still I could not get it for many reasons. I could get it right, and came the relegation. Luckily, the owners, they saw that we are moving somewhere together. We had a big discussion after the season, what kind of club we want to be, what direction we want to go. And as I said I'm happy they stayed with me, and now we are here.
So see, when you look back, what is there things you would have done differently last season?
Yeah, and what would that have been? Maybe I would have done. I came from the environment, this, I would say, Eastern Europe, almost like a Russian environment, that you need to punish the players, and every time when you lose, you need to find who is a guilty one, and you need to almost fire someone out. Yeah. For me, it was not the way how I wanted to do it. Then I was thinking, when I come here, I will do it totally differently. Maybe some moments I was too nice. Too nice. I could have, when I felt it, and I felt it now when I look back, I could have put the example of something, maybe just put the, some player out, put him training with the youth, but because I felt it. What happened, before, it was not right. And I know, to be player myself, I believed very good in every player. I had it here, but in the end, when I look back, I should have done big decisions, even with the big players, and set this standard. No, this is our way. Either you come with our way or not. I try to kind of balance a little bit, and that's the biggest change for this year. There is no, it's our way, nothing else. We are not in a gray area. It's this, and we do it. Either you are with the team or you are against the team. So that has been the biggest change, and that's my regrets from last year. Could have been some moments, could have been maybe more decisive, some moments.
So have you got like non-negotiables for your team?
Yes, we have.
Would you tell us about that?
No, it's our. But everything what we do for our team, that we are a better team.
Yeah.
Everything. So then there is a little details. There is some, of course, football things. There is football things off the field. There is our behavior, those kind of things, and it's easy to follow those, because it's not like, okay, how Kafa feels this day. It's every day there.
Yeah.
And it's easy for the player to understand. No, this is how we do the things. Like it or not, this is how we do it. Because if I want to be here, this is how we do it.
Brilliant. Last year there was multiple times when you looked down and out, and then you go and pick up a massive result like the Celtic game. You remember that?
Yeah.
How did you manage to keep kind of the belief up? So what did typical like Simo Valakari team talk be? Are you quite motivational?
Yeah, but that was the thing, because we felt it, all the time. But that's funny. Like this Celtic weekend, we played on Sunday, and all the other results, they went against us Saturday. All the teams who were there with us, they won their game. So when you go this Celtic game, everyone thought, okay, now you are down. But then comes this, that basically nothing to lose anymore. So let's go.
Just go and play freely.
Yeah. And sometimes when everything goes for you, it happened. We scored an early goal. Then you have something to hang about. Oh, okay, we can say Celtic, they had a couple of chances, they did not take them, but credit to our players how well they played. And but yeah, that was great day. But we believed. We didn't need to push, like a believe, because we saw the teams around us as well. But then it just, as I said, one of the, our values, no excuses. But then when you lose all your defenders, it's very difficult to play in this league. You need to play perfect game, and we could not do it. And then, yeah, the relegation, as I said it, table never lie. You respect the table, and we were first team of last year.
Was that the hardest point in your career? Hardest part?
No, I have had many setbacks, and yeah, it felt it, and you start doubting yourself. You start kind of, I can't do this, and that's why I said it was so important to have these discussions with the directors. I went there, their place, spent 3 days, all of them. We talk very deeply, we talk very honestly, and I felt it. They do believe me, and that gave kind of, the confidence back that we want to do it. And then came this excitement, because we needed to start everything from the scratches. Yeah. It was a big overhaul. We kicked so many players out. We didn't have any players. We needed to start everything, and that came, the excitement. Can we build up this club again? Can we build up our team from scratches to be successful? And now we have done the foundation. Now we have done this, and I keep saying it's just a start, but I'm very pleased with our start, because start is important, and especially I needed that start through the eyes of the fans, because you're losing last year, you stay here, you keep saying we do this and things, now it's a new start, and then if you don't get the results, I would not last. Yeah, that's how football works. That's why it was so important to get these results, and now we have done the foundation. Still, we have many things we need to improve in our team, inside our club, but now we are, as I said we have taken the first step, but many steps still we need to take.
Again, talking about that sort of disappointment or relegation, another question I've asked every manager that's been on, how do you deal with defeat on a Saturday? How much does it affect you? Are you quite good at being quite upbeat after it, or do you let it kill you?
It depends. It depends. If you see that we performed, we didn't get the the result, we did many things right, then it's maybe easier to accept. Or okay, you can see you can play shitty game and you lose it. And as I said winning is only thing what matters in this business. So yes, if you lose Saturday night, Sunday, sun is not bright. Everything looks gloom and night. But when you win, how bright is this sun? How beautiful is the Saturday night? Have the pints after the win, and things like that. So yes, but what I've learned now, this comes from Jim Smith. You can't track on with this. You need to feel it, felt it, let it go, and then go. And it's the same when you're winning as well. And it was Jurgen Klopp said it, that it's so important after every match you need to empty the glass. Literally, okay, you need to, but you can't just top it, because then it comes too much and then it spills over some moments. Every game, after one game, it's kind of end of one chapter. So it's very important as a coach, as a player, and especially as a coach, it's very important that you close this chapter, boom, and then you go again. What we can learn from this match, what we can improve, what is our next target, next opponent, what we need to from there. Because if you just keep going, and then nothing feels nothing. Nothing feels nothing. Yeah. Winning or losing is the same because this. No. You need to feel it because you put your life on a line, because your life depends on it. The result on Saturday. It can depend. You can be without a job or you can be the hero. You put so much work during the week for this 190 minutes, and then you need to feel it as well. And I have to say, yes, I try to be, as a coach, you need to see behind the results and this bullshit, it feels you.
Do you stay with your son? Do you live together?
Yeah, we do live together.
So if you get beat, do you not let him out the house?
No, and that's the funny thing, he said, okay, if I come there, I'm not going to live with you. but then we find actually a nice place and, now it's okay,
So do you go out together, few beers together?
No, he doesn't want to drink with me,
No?
No.
Why?
I'm too old for him.
You're not old.
Yeah. I try to be, but you ask these young players, how young. Yeah.
Where do you stand on socialising with players? Would you ever go out for a pint with the players?
I would like to go. As I said, there's a time and place we need to all go, together. And that's, I'm very, very happy. There was one, when we had this Friday night game, early in the season, that I heard that everyone was planning, all team, they were planning going out together, and they came to ask me, can they have a day off of this day? I said, as long as you go out together, I'm more than happy to give you a day off, so it's important. And of course, I tried, can we come as well, but they had their own business. But it is important. I have done it, I will do it, and because we are only human beings, and yes, we compete, we do that, but it's important to spend, time together off the field.
Enjoy yourself as well, mate, definitely. So your story in Scottish football goes back to 1996. You signed for Motherwell from Finnish side, Finpa.
Yeah.
Why did you pick Scotland at that time, and why did you then love Scotland? You said you were desperate to come back. Why is that? Why did you love so much?
Again, it's a timing. Actually, that time, 96, the Bosman ruling, that you were free to move when your contract was finished.
Money.
Yeah. I remember, my first contract with the Motherwell.
How much?
£300 per week.
No way. You moved from Finland to Motherwell so you could get a 5-bedroom house in Motherwell for £300.
I got a house, but that's fine. Okay, by that time it was okay. Okay, maybe it was 400 or something, but it was per week. That was the first salary. And the thing is, I signed till February until end of the season. So you didn't have McLeish. He did not know me. Actually, I was spending 2 weeks, trial with them.
Right, and trial first.
Trial first, because how you can see it, there's no, any clips or footage, So, and we come from Finland. That time we were just, skiing country or ice hockey country. To come play football, Scotland, big football country for me. That's why I needed to come here. But I just wanted to have this opportunity to be a professional, because in Finland I was part-timer.
Right, part-time, yeah.
Part-time, I was 24.
Part-time.
Wow.
24?
24.
Wow.
24. When I get, this 22 maybe, but
Okay.
still, and that's why it was so big. I was almost able to. I would have come free to play for you guys, You know what I mean? Just to get this chance opportunity to play. And then I was thinking, if I get there, then it's up to me, to make it. And luckily, I made it. So that's why I felt that Scotland was the place, I started my professional career, and that's why it has been very, very big part in my life and a special place in my heart.
What were the big differences you seen in Scottish football from where you came from in Finland? drinking?
Yeah.
It was
crazy that
Was it crazy at that time? Who was the big drinker?
But I'm telling you, because of course you play Saturday, so...
Yeah, and that was a culture back then.
It was culture, yeah. So the culture was, and then you train Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's start Saturday game day. You come, you play, you go out, then you recover a little bit on Sunday, maybe you have a family Sunday roasting or something, maybe only a couple of pints or something, watch some football. Then you come Monday, you sweat it out. Then you come Tuesday, hardest training ever, because you have a day off, the next day, plus Tuesday you go out again, because you have a day off, Then you come, you recover Wednesday, no beer, no alcohol. You maybe go sauna, swimming bath, sweat it out. Prepare Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, and then you go again. Then you go again.
It was the same thing every.
It was same.
And that didn't happen in Finland, though.
No, but it was part time. But I have to say, when I played, I did not drink.
No, never.
No, I could not do it. Holidays and occasionally, but I could not. I was one. You boys, you can't do that. You go out on Tuesday, then you go out Saturday, then you do it again, and week after week, and still these boys, they run more than me, and that's. I was like, wow, big respect how you can do it. I could not do it.
Who were the big characters at Motherwell when you first moved over there, playing wise?
No, we had a lot of good characters. What a team we had it, We had so many players. We have Owen Cole, we have Willie Falconer, we have Brian Martin, we have forget so many names. Then later on, Andy Coram came, John Spencer came, Brian, this played for Man United, captain of them. Yeah, he came, so very, very big characters.
Any players that were really good to you when you first moved over as a young boy?
Yeah,
anyone that looked after you?
There was, like Stephen Cragen.
Stephen Craig?
Yeah. He took me and we started to train, a lot. Stephen McMillan was there, and there was a lot of good young players, coming through, the Motherwell ranks, So I really enjoyed my time there.
What was your nightclub back in the day? Hamilton Palace?
Hamilton Palace, but we have this Motherwell Point.
Oh, Motherwell Point.
Yeah, but I said it, I didn't go many times.
Yeah. Was Mega Bar there at the time? Mega Bar, no?
No.
Later on in your time?
Later.
Is your wife Finnish or is she Scottish?
She's Finnish, yeah.
She's Finnish, so she move over to you eventually?
Yeah, but I was first, these 3 months, I was alone here, so.
Yeah. What about the standard in Scottish football again, when you first moved over? Higher standard than what you came from? And did it take you a while to adapt?
But that's the thing. I remember, the first day when I came, because in Finland, the game is much slower. Maybe you could say the players are, when you give them ball, they are technical, they can do this. I was watching, Brian Martin, Owen Cole, they could not make it to keep it up. But when we started to play, never missed a pass, never missed a touch, like that, They were footballers. They were not like a circus
act.
Yeah, that they can do the tricks, They were footballers. They were doing the right things here. And of course, the intensity and this. I remember McLeish, when he signed me, and then the first game was, against Aberdeen at home, Friday. Andy Watson was his assistant. He said, come see the manager. And I went there, and he said, Simo, remember now, we are not in Finland. When there will be pass playing behind you, you need to pick the runner. You can't just go and watch the ball, because they run will behind you. Plus, if you don't know what's behind you, they will tackle you when you get the ball. So be prepared for that. And I think that was very good.
Simple instructions.
Yes. They were.
But so effective.
Yeah.
And then see on Alex McLeish, could you tell he would go and have the managerial career that he did from an early age? Could you tell straight away he was going to be a top manager?
Yeah, because he was so good with the people. And I remember maybe the best night. Of course, I didn't spend a lot with him, but in '97 he came to watch. We played Hungary in Finland-Hungary national team game, and he was scouting some players for us, and he came to see the match, and his flight was next day home, but he didn't have anything, and we went together to have a couple of beers after the match, and to get to know him and how polite he was to my wife, how good he was with the people and things like that. And I really saw that human being. I have only seen the managerial side of him, how much he was demanding this, but how nice and mellow guy he was. So good to talk with everyone, good company and things like that. So yeah, now of course that moment I don't think how we're gonna do this. Yes, I was disappointed when he left Motherwell, but now as a coach by myself, yes, I can say, he was destined to be a good coach.
And then how strange that your compatriot Harri Kampman then gets the job. In similar circumstances, you took over at St Johnstone, bottom of the league. Was that a good thing for you that somebody from your country came in?
Yeah, I think, that was, again, his Finnish team, Harri Kampman, they won Motherwell in a European Cup. So you put a statement, you are a good coach.
Yeah.
And then I remember secretary in the club, he calls, you have Harri Kampman's number. I was, why you need him? Because we're looking for a new manager. And okay, Harri was, to choose to come. And I've been talking with Harri, with him, afterwards, and regrets what he had was he came from Finland as a coach, and he tried to change everything like this. Okay. He brought his own stuff straight, in, and changed everything, how was training, everything, how it's done. And of course, when you are not getting kind of the results from the start, players are coming like, what's happening here? And that was his regrets, and that's why it didn't last. But the funny thing is, Billy Davies, he was playing with me as well, yeah. And he became a manager after Harri. Yeah. And most of the stuff he kept, but because it came from him, wow, the players were, this works us, we are so much fitter, we are playing so much better.
Yeah, mad, it's mad.
Yeah, it's okay. And for Harri, because it was Finland, all stuff with him, and of course then you need to, maybe he could have put his message across better or adapt a little bit, the circumstances. But it was so funny, Billy Davies kept most of the things.
Wow, and he again went on and had a great career.
Exactly, exactly.
Just quickly on the playing side things, who did you play against in Scotland that you thought was top at that time? Because it was a good standard.
At that time, I remember Paul Cascan was playing. Wow. And
how was he with you on the pitch?
I have this one picture that, he smashes my, we are going for the duel. The ball is between us. His elbow is on my eye here. It's a great picture. I still have it on back home. Paolo Di Canio, Celtic, Henrik Larsson, Celtic, Gattuso, Rangers, Barry Ferguson, there was George Alberts, there were so many good players, so many good players.
Amazing. Like you said, Billy Davies, went from being a teammate to the manager. Again, similar sort of question. Was Billy Davies, as a player, someone that you could see that would go into management?
No, and I have to, actually, that's a funny story with the Billy Davies, because I came to the training, and I have decided beforehand. I look, their program, and I look who's the midfielder who's playing the most, and I was thinking I need to go at him. This guy.
Take Billy Davies out.
Yes.
To get in the team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, not get in the team, but to show me my mark, and I really did it. After 3 days, McLeish came to me, Simo, can we talk with you? I said, okay. I said, what the fuck? He sends me home. He said, looks like in Finland, you play much harder in the training, but in here, we are not tackling in the training. So take it easy. I do like it, but the players are not liking it. And I remember one moment that day, Billy Davies, he stood for me. Yeah. But of course, I needed to take that. But of course, he was a midfielder. He understood the game and things like that. He get his opportunity. He did very well. And actually, it was great to see him here now. When we played Morton, he was here, and I said to him, "Thank you, Billy. That because he was my manager as well. Yeah, that you gave me the chance to still playing and move from the derby and things like that. So it was great to see him."
Again, what was his best quality as a manager?
He understood the game, and he get us, believing what he was saying, and he was very, of course, the passion, and that was there, and he was wee man, but very big character as well.
Yeah. And then he brought in Andy Gorham, as you mentioned earlier. How good a goalie was he, and what type of guy was he?
He was amazing, and he lived his life, as we all know. He lived, and it was amazing, but always man of the match. And he did not train. He did only and actually I like how he said it. I train only as much as necessary. I'm not gonna overtrain. And Saturday was most important day, and if he needed to take start of the week easy, he did take. If he needed to train harder, he did it. But he knew his body, and he knew what he needs to do to be best on Saturday as a game day, and he was a fantastic character, and I had good talks with him, and he made you feel so special as well, and he made joke about you, but it was like a good-hearted jokes. Loving, but it was what a character.
How would you deal with him as a manager now?
Good question. Because
there's no way you're letting certain players only train certain days.
No. And actually, that's maybe I've been thinking, if I would have a player that I need to little bit, say how I would have handled, because for me, every player needs to train full week that they are at their best. But again, that's art of the coaching. You get the individual, you need to adapt your way of doing things a little bit for this guy. If you believe that if he does this, he will be good for the team. So then maybe I would adapt somehow.
I don't know if you watch the show, but James McFadden's on it on a Thursday.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your memories of him first breakthrough as a kid at Motherwell?
First of all, as a footballer, you saw the talent. And actually we were talking with Jamie. He did his debut when I left, but he was training with us, and I remember ever-changing hair color, and this ponytail, and you see this love for the game, and you see this street footballer, and you see this cockiness, in him. What a player he was.
What was it about as a boy, as a person? Cheeky? Quite cheeky as a kid?
Yeah, that's cheeky is right the word. Yeah, cheeky.
So he'd answer back.
Yeah, and he didn't like even senior players. He did his work, but he was cheeky.
Stood up for himself.
Yeah, he did. And that's the kind of the thing. Yes, the senior players try to put you on your place, but they see it's a good player and he will be a good player, and because it was good-hearted as well what he did it, this cheekiness, so everyone accepted in a good way.
Yeah, brilliant. And then you moved to Derby for 4 years. What a move that is, mate. Was that in the Championship?
No, Premier League.
Premier League,
yeah.
How does that come about? Because you were hopeless. How did you get moved to Derby?
Again, I ran out my contract, with Motherwell, and I was free player, and Jim Smith, he saw something what no one else saw, Yeah, he took me. But I have to say, I played over 100 games for Motherwell. Over 100 games, 0 goals.
0 goals? So you got moved to the Prem?
Yes. Then I go. I think it's second or third game. We play at the Pride Park against the Charlton. Eranio is playing there. As I said, I never passed the ball forward or anything. But then suddenly we are attacking. I'm like, the attacking third. I get, our fullback pass the ball to me. I'm facing the goal. I see Eranio is edge of the line of the 80-yard. I play now nice, like around the corner, pass to his feet. I come back, he lays the ball off, on me. I'm there with my left foot. I could not kick my left foot. Beautiful, almost like a
stab
in a pass inside, But it was, Charlton keeper Kelly or something,
Dean Keely,
yeah. I remember he goes there, and I saw the ball. It was nice to be swing. It's going in, and the first moment I didn't know what to do because 100 games, 4 years, 4 seasons, no goals. Third game in a Premier League. I scored a goal, and I was like, wow. And you can watch that YouTube, my face, what happened. Yeah.
Mate, what a player Eranio was, eh?
Oh, what a player. And we had some good players there. Eranio, what a player, George Kinklachi.
Wow.
And with George Kinklachi, he was my roommate. And we went, he was so funny. And we were talking, a lot of things, about, the life and kids and things like that. And it was funny. He was so good. And what we did, he did not like the training. He didn't like Patvara, And what we did, after training, because I wanted to train as well. And we played like a head tennis in a Derby old training ground gym.
Yeah, the gym.
We went always there, hour and two, good games, we played because it helped my touch, and he helped him to get him fit, and it was good games. And we
did he like drinking food? Kinklachi was a fat wee guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, but genius. And I think he liked, that, but he liked the football as well, but he never liked, the training aspect of football.
Again, what's your take on that now then in modern day football, where you've got a sports scientist telling players you can only train for this amount of time, you can't do any extra? Like, how much do you take that into consideration, or are you all for players doing extra?
It's a good question, and I do believe it. I do believe also this old school, and actually there has been a lot of debate that we pamper these modern players, but at the same time when I played, the game was not that demanding. It was not that fast. There was not that much high intensity runs. There was no that much sprinting. There was not that. We didn't play that many games either. How the top teams play. So it's a physical fact. You need to see how much your body can take that you can stay healthy. Yes, we could train as much as we wanted. We could train more, of course, but then the possibility that you get injured is much higher. And then to be successful, you need to keep your best players healthy, available. So that's why I do believe in this sports science that this and this, but again, it's a balance. That sometimes I do it as well, unfortunately, and the sports sciences, they are happy. I push it sometimes because football always comes first. If there's some things, I still need to do it. Even we have run what we needed to run for the week, we still need to work our game. We do work that game. So it's a kind of balance.
Brilliant. Just a couple of managers I want to ask you about because they're big names as well. So Jim Smith, you said, any good Jim Smith stories? Because he's meant to be a proper character, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a proper character. And I remember, it didn't happen to me, but unfortunately in Derby I spent a lot of time in a physio room because a couple of injuries, came there. So the physios were always telling the stories of Jim Smith, and they said, we hate these away trips because by that time the staff, they did not eat with us. They always went like a dinner after with the manager and with Jim Smith, and they said, we don't want to sit there because we have heard those stories, a million times. You need to sit as long as he sits there. You need to take, some red wine, and we need to work tomorrow. But what a great character he was.
Could he go mad, Simo? Would he go mad?
Yeah, he got mad, and he came He was like a proper manager. You would not see him, start of the week. You would see him maybe take a little bit shape on Thursday, or maybe not. Friday he would maybe watch it, something, but then he took the team talk 90 minutes before the game, and I remember sometimes it was maybe had been long night, you have his shirt on and he's sweating fully, it's a little bit, humid, the locker room or something, you can see it, but he went absolutely mad some moments, but again, it was for that moment and it was a reason, but then when it was done, there was no regrets or hard feelings or grudges, after that.
And then George Burley.
Oh, I think he was a football man. He was a very, very good. He was a good coach. He was most of the training. I really like how he coached. I did not play that much for him. I would have liked it, but I saw the idea how he wanted the team to play. It was position, like controlling the ball, possession. Playing with the ball, and I really like his training, how he was doing.
Brilliant. I need to ask you again about a player that played a hero, Fabrizio Ravanelli. Again, how was he as a player and as a guy?
I think he brought to Derby and a little bit the English football as well. He brought this professionalism. And what I mean with the professionalism is how you take care of yourself on the field. Never ever, this Scotland, England, the players when they train, that 90 minutes when they train on the field, they give everything. What they do before, there was a lot of things what you could done, differently. How you eat, how you sleep, not going drinking, this and this. But Fabrizio, what he did it, yes, he trained, but he brought his own olive oil. He said to our kitchen in Derby that this day I eat white fish, this day I need more carbs, this day and this and this. How he went afternoon to doing something to help his body to recover for the next day. So he brought this professionalism, and everyone was watching what is. And then he was getting older, but he was still, his body fat, he was ripped, how could he look, boom, everything. I think some players, they took, okay, he's doing that, maybe I start following. So he brought this professionalism, how you should live as a top athlete.
Again, we will get really in depth for you as a manager, so just on that, like, have you went that extreme in changing things at St Johnstone? Have you changed like the food that the players eat, or is that still the same?
No, we have tried, and big credit to our club, big credit to the kitchen. I asked a lot from them. I asked them, we started to have a breakfast together. Before we didn't have it, the players ate some toast or something. Now we have a very nutritional right breakfast. The lunch is kind of built up a little bit what you need, during the week, what you need to eat after the match, what you need to eat before the match, during the week, knowing this day is a very hard day, so we need this and this. So we try to step by step, to get there, because everyone this championship, premiership, they know how to play, they are physical enough, so we need to see how we can add something somewhere, and I do believe a lot of those things, and credit the club, they kind of backing up as well, that they give this possibility that we can make most out of it what we have.
I don't want to be a grass, but Jason Holt was eating a Mars bar on the way to his car.
Yeah, but
No,
no. Actually, that's because 3 games in a week. He ran 12 kilometers, Tuesday night. He needs to run Saturday again, so it's good. You need that energy.
You need the
yeah. So it was right
planned.
Timing for yeah.
And then just finally, what are your hopes and expectations moving forward for the rest of the season? It must be to win the league now.
I think we said it that start of the season. We want to get back up there. And nothing has changed, and we just need to keep pushing, need to enjoying, and see. But we have seen you can't predict any results of this league. You can't, It's so, so every match day we need to arrive that we try to be ourselves, try to be us, and then results will come.
Do you set targets per quarter, or do you do that? No, just game to game.
No, I've been thinking a lot of, some teams I have done it that quarter, someone this and this and this,
I don't like it.
No, me neither. Me neither. It's always, I think, how this TikTok generation goes, they can't think about 9 games ahead.
Yeah.
It's a short, Saturday, yes.
100%. Simo, thanks very much, mate.
I really enjoyed it.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.